What is going on, guys? So today I bring for you a new video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the mashup pack for the Chinese mythology. If you guys haven't downloaded the latest update, I'm going to be showing you guys all of the new skins that they basically added, and I'm basically going to be going through all of them and showing you guys all of the ones that I personally can see people using, and the other ones that are actually, you know, pretty lame and stuff like that. So we're going to be going through all of them, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I think about them. So anyways, the very first one that you guys will see, I'm gonna let you guys know that I personally will butcher these names, because some of the names as part of this particular pack are pretty difficult to pronounce. So, getting right into this, the very first one is Sun Wukong. It is a monkey king, and it's basically half person, half monkey, and it's actually pretty cool. I'd have to say, me personally, I would not use this particular skin because I have a creeper in a suit, and that's always really been my skin, and I don't know, I can't see people really using this particular one. So, moving on to the next one, we have Zhu Zhang. I don't really know how they pronounce their X's in, you know, Chinese language or something like that. I know that some of them, I don't know, it's definitely not pronounced like regular American English. And, so this particular one, the only thing that I like about this is that they implemented this bookshelf kind of backpack thing that this one has, and I actually really can't tell if this one is a guy or girl, to be honest. I don't know if that's actually makeup. I know that a monk is really only men, but I don't know if this one is only makeup or he has like thick eyebrows, so that looks kind of weird for me. So, moving on to the next one, we have the monk pig. It is a lazy pilgrim, and I like that they implemented the backpack once again, and that like garden tool that he has on the back as well. And so basically, you know how I have a creeper in a suit, you know, as my character for my YouTube channel. More people, I could see people actually using this as the face of their YouTube channel, just because this one, it looks pretty cool, and it's a lot different to see, because the ears are a lot different than, you know, some other ones and stuff like that. So that one is definitely a yes in my book. I can definitely see people using that one. So moving on to the next one here, we have the Friar Sand. Friar, I don't know how to pronounce that. Who comes up with these names? Well, anyways, this one is a tamed water demon, and once again, like I said, I do like that they implemented these backpacks here. This chest backpack with more of a staff kind of thing for this guy. He actually has blue skin and a luscious red beard, so I could definitely see people maybe using this particular one. I don't know, to be honest. I think more people like, you know, like characters, like animals and stuff like that, and I don't know how people will react to this particular one. I don't think really many people will download this pack or even use any of these skins. So, moving on to the next one here, we have the Jade Emperor. It's a Taoist god, and this one is pretty nice. I'd have to see, the colors are pretty uniform, and he actually is, that actually makes them crouch. Oh, that's really weird. Well, anyways, okay, so he has this really, like, headdress type of thing that's going on there. It's probably like the, you know, if you're the emperor, you basically own the entire land, and you basically have control over it and stuff like that. And that one is, it's okay. It's not really good in my book, to be honest. And we'll move on to the next one here. So we have the Goddess of Mercy here. We have Gian, I don't know, Guanyin. I have no idea how to pronounce that, to be honest. So anyways, she's looking okay, I guess. She's, you know, covered, and I don't know, it's a girl Minecraft character. It's not like the regular, like, Alex type of skin, where you guys will see, let me just go to Alex real quick just to show you guys. Where, did I pass this up already? So, like, the Alex skin, I don't know, this seems more of like a girl type of skin that people would use, and I don't think that people would more than likely use that Gian or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. So, moving on to the next one, we have Red Boy, and once again, this is one that is just very unusual to me, and I don't see people using this too much, to be honest. So then we'll just move on to the next one. we have the Bull Demon King. It's a giant white ox. And this one is actually pretty cool to see. I like that they implemented some animals inside of the actual characters themselves. And basically merged them with, actual characters and stuff. So that one is definitely a yes in my book. So 2 yeses so far. One of them is the pig and the other one is this one. So moving on to the next one here, we have Princess Iron Fan. And look at that silly hat. What is that? Just, okay. The answer is no, in my book, as people actually using this, or me using this personally, and I don't think that people are going to like this one. It just looks kind of silly. And, moving on to the next one here, we have the Pale Bone Demon. And, this one is actually surprisingly pretty cool. I like the headdress, the head thing that this, particular one has. The half skull, like, skeleton face type of thing. And, I like the colors as well. So, maybe this one can possibly be a yes in my book. So we have 3 yeses so far. And then we'll move on to the next one. We have Lord 100 Eyes, a centipede demon. This one is actually pretty cool because I like the head thing again, and that one kind of sticks out the most. So the character, he's okay looking, I guess, and I like the headpiece that he has. So all of a Lord 100 Eyes, but he only has 6 eyes, or 8. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He has 10 eyes. Anyway, so moving on to the next one, we have the Spider Demon. Once again, I do like the headpiece. I don't like the actual character, but I like the headpiece. And so we'll have, that one is a yes, that one's a yes, yes, yes. So we'll have, so far we'll have 4 or 5 yeses, so 5 yeses. And then we'll move on to the next one. We have the Scorpion Demon, and it is a venomous spirit. I don't like this one in particular. I don't like the colors. They really hurt my eyes and stuff like that. And it's a pretty ugly looking skin. So no for me, and we'll move on to the next one. We have Lady Earth Flow, and I'd have to say no because this one looks kind of weird in my book. I don't know. Maybe it's just my personal opinion. I really don't see too many people using this one. I don't know. So we'll just move on to the next one. So the next one is the Black Wind Demon, and this one is actually pretty cool. So he basically merged, I don't know, is that a bear or like a panda type of thing? Basically merged with an actual person. I like the colors that, the armor and stuff like that. So that is actually a yes in my book. So that is actually 6 yeses so far. And then we'll move on to the next one. We have Changi or Change Moon Goddess. And I'd have to say no, just because the colors once again look pretty weird. I do like the headpiece. The headpiece, for some reason, when they incorporate those in backpacks and stuff, those are actually pretty cool. So, we'll move on to the next one. Hopefully we can get through a couple of more. The Emperor Tao Zong. I'd have to say no. We're really just gonna go through the entire thing and just say no and yes. So, the Elder Subhuddy. That one actually just reminds me of Karate Kid, so maybe yes, I'd have to go with that one, so that's 7 yeses, and, we'll go on to the next one. We have the Heavenly King Li Jing, and that one's actually pretty cool. Once again, I said that I like the armor, and I like the head type of dress that they have going on there, and we'll move on to the next one. We have Prince Nezha. And, that one looks pretty weird. It looks kind of like a girl, but it's supposed to be a prince. And, that's really weird. So, moving on to the next one, we have Golden Horn, and I like these characters. There's also another one at the next pot, too, so that is actually a yes in my book. 8 and 9, we have Silverhorn, yes, and this one is actually pretty cool as well, the Rhinoceros King, and I like the face and the colors as well, so that's 10 yeses. Moving on to the next one here, we have Jade Rabbit. I don't really like this one, so we'll move on to the next one. We have Yan Wang. Alright, so, this one, I don't know, to be honest, so I'd have to say no. That one looks really weird, and I don't see people using it. And this one is probably one of my favorite skins in this texture pack, in this, skin pack. So, it's basically a river demon, fish warrior, and I like the head, and I like all the colors that they used, and, I can definitely see people making this, their face of their YouTube channel and stuff like that. So, move on to the next one. We have Goddess Nuwa. And, no, I'd have to say it's people actually not, I don't think people are actually going to use these skins. It's really weird. I think they just put them out because they like go with the entire theme or something. So moving on to the next one, we have Empress Wu Zetian, and I'd have to say no again, just because they're looking pretty weird. I don't know. It's just I don't see people actually just using those as their skin stuff. So moving on to the next one here, we have Princess Zhao of Ping Wang, and Rebellion leader, and I'd have to say no. There's really nothing special about this particular skin. So moving on to the next one here, we have Fox Spirit Digi, D-A-G-I, and once again, nothing really special about the skin, just another character with a headpiece and stuff like that. So this reminds me of all the other ones that I've said no to. And moving on to the next one, we have the Guardian Lion. I actually like this particular skin. It's more of like a two-tone type of thing going on, a bronze statue, and I like the head for some reason, the face and the head, and I don't know, it's just maybe my personal opinion, but this one is actually pretty cool. So that would be 11, and we'll go on to the next one here really quick. We have the Terracotta Warrior. This one is actually pretty cool. I don't know. In my book, I could see people using this just because it's a lot different, and it has actually no colors and stuff like that. And it just looks like an older version of Steve, and basically, you know, that's actually pretty cool as well. So that'll be 12. Moving on to the next one, we have the Chinese Dragon Head. I actually like this particular one just because the head, if you look at it from the side, you guys will see that there's eyes at the very top. But I don't like the character. I wish they had the character as like a guy, so like there really wasn't any makeup on that person. I don't know. I wish they made like a guy and a girl, because I could see like more of this being like red and matching actually the dragon that's actually on the particular map. So that one's actually a yes in my book, but I hope that they would have added a male version so that it can be red and stuff like that. So then moving on to the next one, we have the Chinese Dragon Tail. Oh god, so bad. This one is probably one of the worst skins that I've ever seen. He literally looks like a potato. And we'll move on to the next one here. We have Tan, and once again, this one, just another one with a headdress and nothing really special. She looks kind of creepy, to be honest. And this one is actually surprisingly nice. Qing, Chinese opera, and I like the headdress and the colors as well. So yes, in my book, 12. Moving on to the next one, we have the White Tiger. That one is actually pretty cool to see. I like that they incorporated the tail and the headpiece as well. Kind of reminds me of Kung Fu Panda for some reason, and that one is actually yes. So we'll have 13 there as well, and we'll have the Vermilion Bird. That one is pretty cool. For some reason, I'm the one that likes all the animals. Like, I like when Minecraft skins are animals for some reason, and not just regular, like, people characters or something like that. So that one's a yes. 14. Going on to the next one you have here is the Azure Dragon. And this one is actually pretty cool as well, just because it is an animal. And that one's pretty cool to see. So moving on to the next one here, coming up on the very last couple of ones, we have the Black Turtle. This one is an animal as well, but I don't really like the face of this particular one. It kind of looks pretty smashed. And it's pretty disappointing. So I wish that the nose was a little bit bigger and the colors were more vibrant, more of like maybe a light blue or something like that. And the very last one we have here is Goddess Long Mu. Once again, all of the girl characters on this one literally have the same type of kind of headdress type of thing, and I really don't like that in particular. I wish they would have varietized most of them. And that is actually it for the Chinese Mythology mashup pack. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm sorry that it was pretty lengthy. To be honest, I really just wanted to go through all of them rather quicker, just to show you guys the ones that I personally would have chose, and the ones that I personally think that people will not use, and the ones that actually I can see people using, or the reason why people would actually buy this particular pack is to, you know, mainly get the ones that are the animals. I think this is probably one of my favorite skins here, next to the White Tiger one that is actually closer to the end of the entire list. The White Tiger one is right here. So I like that one, and I actually like the fish one that I showed you guys as well. But that is really about it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.